Welcome to the Parks and Recs Commission meeting. Can you guys hear me? There you go. All right, so welcome to the Parks and Recs Commission meeting. Today is July 17, 2025. I'm going to call the meeting to order at 5:42. Can everybody please stand up and raise the flag? And put your right hand over your heart.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, to get started, can I get a roll call, please?
Vice Chairperson Lovano.
Present.
Commissioner Carlin.
Present.
Commissioner Jimenez.
Present.
Commissioner Ulloa.
Present.
All right, at this moment, we're going to check if there's any corrections to the agenda.
Vice Chair, on behalf of staff, we actually wanted to make an announcement. So you saw we skipped on the roll call Commissioner Lepe because she actually put in her resignation to the city clerk's office earlier yesterday. So that's why you will not see the roll call reflect that. So the correction to the agenda would be, at the time the agenda was posted, we didn't have that information. So the correction for the agenda for the minutes will show that we have removed her from this agenda.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. We're going to move forward with any public comments. No comments. The next thing in our agenda, consent items.
Vice Chair?
Yes, go ahead.
My apologies, sir. You were looking at me to read the statement, and I apologize. So the statement for public comments is, at this time, the general public may address the commission committee on any items listed on the agenda, including items not listed on the agenda, which are known as non-agenda items that are within the subject matter jurisdiction of this body. Please be aware that the maximum time allotted for members of the public to speak shall not exceed 3 minutes per person. State law prohibits the commission or committee from taking action or entertaining extended discussion on a topic not listed on the agenda. Please show courtesy to others and direct all of your comments to the chairperson. And as stated, there are no public comment cards today. Thank you.
All right, so the next item we have is the selection of a chairperson and vice chairperson.
Thank you, Vice Chair. So item number one, this comes up on an annual basis per the municipal code. We are required as a body here to rotate or select the same folks if wanted. So at this time, Vice Chair, you running the meeting in absence of a chair, you could take nominations for both of those positions, starting with the chairperson.
Can I get a nomination for the chairperson?
I would like to nominate Commissioner Olaf for chair.
I'll go ahead and second.
All right, can I get a roll call?
Vice Chairperson Lovano.
Yay.
Commissioner Carlin.
Yay.
Commissioner Jimenez.
Aye.
Commissioner Ulloa.
Aye.
All right, moving on to the second item. Actually, the first one still. Can I get a motion to select a vice chairperson?
I would like to nominate Commissioner Carlin for vice chair.
I'll second. All right, can I get a roll call for that item, please?
Vice Chairperson Lovano.
Yes?
Commissioner Carlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Jimenez.
Aye.
Commissioner Ulloa.
Aye.
All right, we're going to move forward. Thank you. All right, the second item in our agenda is the selection of ad hoc committee members.
Chairperson, well, first, congratulations on becoming chairperson. Congratulations to Vice Chair Carlin. look forward to working with you guys in that capacity. Item 2 is recommended again as part of the annual basis of relooking at these subcommittees. You guys are fairly aware of what they do, but I'm going to go ahead and speak a little bit about each. And you are open to leave folks on, or you're open to take nominations for each. We just ask that the chairperson ask for nominations, and if they accept it, you could accept it on the microphone, and then we'll take a roll call for each, right? So first is the Arts and Culture Committee, and again, I'll just explain all of them, and then you guys could take the vote after that. So the Arts and Culture Committee will meet on a periodic as-needed basis, discuss arts and culture activities, and one of the main activities and functions, very specifically of this committee, is to help the city in developing the program for the utility box art program, and also voting and selecting on what those actual final decisions are. So from the formation of what the process and what the procedures will be and what the theme is, to promotion, and also to selection, and ultimately passing those on to city council. And that's the main function. Obviously, if there's any other arts or culture-related activities or functions, we involve that committee. The Golf Committee, and this is one that we actually have not met since this has been a committee that's part of the Parks and Rec Commission, because the golf course was either closed or not completely open. So now, as of now, we are completely open, and this committee just discusses the golf course in general and all the functions there with the Topgolf, and then we have our golf course manager, Mark Campbell, be a part of that process as well, and we kind of give you guys updates on the different situations going on at the golf course, high level, and revenue and expense as well, and then you guys help make recommendations on that. Programs Committee, very similar, but looking at recreational programs and suggestions, ideas, feedback, and different information you guys want to share with us on your take on the city's programs. Special Events Committee, again, very specific in the title, is very similar process there, but also looking specifically at special events and what you like to see, what you didn't like, any feedback or ideas for future special events, and we appreciate anybody that has insight on those. And then lastly, the Sports Committee that works kind of overseeing the city's youth sports programs, but also at the same time helping us in our correspondence and oversight of the youth sports organizations that are co-sponsored with the city, and in a sense, reviewing their seasons and kind of what our process is with those groups. So those are the real short version of what those committees do. And Chairperson, if you have any questions, or any members of the commission have questions about that, I don't mind explaining again, but feel free to start taking nominations for any committees you guys want to fill.
No questions. All right, so we're going to start off with Arts and Culture Committee. I'd like to nominate Commissioner Jimenez and Commissioner Carlin. I feel they did a great job in the previous time, so can I get a roll call for that?
Vice Chairperson Lobano,
Yay.
Commissioner Carlin,
Aye.
Commissioner Jimenez,
Aye.
Commissioner Ulloa,
Aye.
And Chair-
Did I first need to get one person and then another person to? Or
Yeah, so I'm sorry, so for the Golf Committee, right? So moving on to that one, you could take, they can nominate themselves, express interest, then we could take a roll call based off of a nomination. Just ask that if someone does get nominated, that they accept it, and they just say, I accept the nomination. Thank you.
Yeah, we're moving on to Golf Course Committee.
So I would like to nominate Chairperson Olaf for the Golf Committee.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Do you have another person who would like to be part of that committee? Anyone?
I'll serve.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Jimenez. Can I get a roll call for that, please?
Vice Chairperson Lobano,
Yes?
Commissioner Carlin,
Yes.
Commissioner Jimenez,
Aye.
Commissioner Ulloa,
Aye.
All right, that moves forward. The next one is Programs Committee.
I'd like to take a part of the Programs Committee.
All right, Commissioner Carlin. Do you have anyone else who would like to participate in that committee?
Yes, I would like to nominate myself.
All right, Joshua, can we move forward with a roll call for the Programs Committee?
Vice Chairperson Lobano,
Yes?
Commissioner Carlin,
Aye.
Commissioner Jimenez,
Aye.
Commissioner Ulloa,
Aye.
All right, everything's approved. We'll move forward to the next committee, which is the Special Events Committee. Is anyone interested in participating?
Chairperson, I would like to serve on this one.
All right, perfect, thank you. Commissioner Jimenez? Anyone else?
Chairperson, I would also like to serve on this committee too.
All right, Commissioner Loyola, thank you. Can I get a roll call for that, please?
Vice Chairperson Lovano,
Yes?
Carlin,
Aye.
Commissioner Carlin, Commissioner Jimenez,
Aye.
Commissioner Ulloa,
Aye.
All right, that moves forward. The next and last committee is the Sports Committee.
Chairperson, I wouldn't mind rotating with someone else.
Yeah, I can take on that. I'd like to nominate myself for the Sports Committee. Is there anyone else who would like to join that committee?
I'll remain then.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Jimenez. Can I get a roll call for that, please?
Vice Chairperson Lovano,
Yes?
Commissioner Carlin,
Aye.
Commissioner Jimenez,
Aye.
Commissioner Ulloa,
Aye.
All right, we'll move forward with that one. All right, thank you all you guys for volunteering. And I hope we all do great in our committees, that we work closely with the Parks and Rec Department and other city departments. All right, we're gonna move forward with a minute to approve the minutes for May 15. Does anyone have any comments for those minutes or any changes?
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll go ahead and second.
All right, we're gonna move forward. Staff communications.
Chairperson, members of the commission, I promise you we had a very nice presentation with a lot of cool videos and graphics and interactive surveys and things like that, but you will not see that today because there are technical difficulties. However, we will present the items and we will send you a copy of this presentation immediately after. So for today, I'll be speaking about items 1 through 4, and I'll pass it off to our Assistant Director, Veronica. So item number 1, as stated on the agenda, Rio Hondo River Access Project. Everyone knows that's the essentially the area where the old Barnyard Zoo sign was. Great photos here that you can't see, I'm sorry. But phase 1 of the project is now complete. And again, we said it many times, but we'll share again that this was funded by the Regional Parks Open Space District, a competitive grant that we received, a regional access program, and this was awarded because it has access to the riverbed, which connects folks to multiple cities and jurisdictions. So that phase 1 project is complete, and phase 1 was all the landscaping, the improvements to the area. So once that construction fence comes down, which I'll talk about in a second, folks will be able to enjoy that area as a nice rest before they jump on the bike trail. There's also horse hitching posts, horse watering hole essentially. So there's amenities for all, including animals, right? So, but we're excited to have that open here pretty soon. We're taking phase 2, which is the LED sign, which replaces the barnyard sign, to council to award the construction contract at the first council meeting in August. So once that happens, we'll have a good timeline of when the entire project will be done. And that means that'll decide when we get to open the park, right? If the construction for the sign is going to take a long time, we'll open up the little park area before we do the completion, and we'll have a invitation for you folks to come out and enjoy a ribbon cutting event for that as well. So that's item number 1. If there's any questions about the Rio Hondo Riverbed Access Project, I'd like to answer them now.
Any questions? No questions, Director.
Thank you, Chairperson. Item number 2 is the dog park grand opening. So much awaited this Saturday, July 19th, 2025. The dog park finally opens to the community. So this is a long process. When many years ago we went to the community to talk about the needs in the parks through the Parks Needs Assessment and the master plan, and identified some amenities that we're lacking for a typical city of our size and our jurisdiction in our area. Pickleball courts was one of them. We were happy to pay that with Regional Parks District money as well. And a dog park was often referenced, and that was referenced to be at Acuna Park as the best location. So after quite a bit of outreach and quite a bit of construction time and delays and other things, we're finally ready to open that dog park this Saturday. So we'd like to invite the commission and the public to come out this Saturday at 10 a.m. at Henry Acuna Park and enjoy the opening of the dog park. For the summer season, the immediate time, we will be having that park open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. If there's any questions about the dog park opening or the dog park itself, I can answer at this time.
Any question? No questions. Thank you. We have a question? Sorry, we do have a question.
Sorry. Once the dog park opens, is it open for all residents of Montebello? Is it open for residents in other cities? Are they welcome to enter and come enjoy the dog park?
Good question, Commissioner. So it's obviously intended for the residents of Montebello, and we identified the need for our 63,000 residents, but it's open regionally, right? There's no way we're going to check IDs at the door, so everybody's welcome to bring their dogs.
Thank you.
Moving on to item 3, so just announcement on the PD's Parks Bureau. Happy to work with Chief Lopez and his staff that we now have a replacement to the Park Ranger program that's staffed by 2 full-time sworn police officers. They're on various schedules, but essentially from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. every day we have a sworn police officer and several community services officers and cadets. So we're working closely with them to develop that program, but they're out on the streets, they're out the parks already, making our parks better. So you'll see the community relations folks out, but you also see a lot of our PD Parks Bureau staff out there, so helping make our parks safe. So it's been a long time coming. We're happy that the City Council and the Chief Lopez was able to bring this to fruition here on a kind of a short timeline since he's been back as a police chief. So we want to thank PD, but just also want to let you guys know to see those folks, go up to them. We encourage them to go out and talk to members of the public and yourself and not just remain in their vehicles. They've done a good job of that so far. So if there's any questions about the PD Parks Bureau, maybe technically I might not be able to answer all those, but if you have any questions, I can answer to the best of my ability at this time.
Yeah, I have a few questions.
Let's go ahead, Commissioner Carlin.
So this bureau opened up when?
Good question, Vice Chair. So they actually started patrolling the parks at Memorial Day weekend and then did a lot more training after that and started July 1st, essentially, with the new city budget. So they've been out on the field for about 2 weeks.
Okay. Just understanding that we're policing our parks, is there going to be any oversight or potential for committee in the future so that the commission can understand what their work is? At some point, I can only anticipate we would be fielded with questions, and how could we have some access to understanding exactly what their work is, or is there an intended report to come out? I understand 2 weeks and you're trying to figure out what's the next steps, but how could we be more included into at least understanding and reporting back to our constituent base?
It's a great question, Vice Chair. So if I'm understanding correctly, you're talking about maybe a committee for that?
Potentially, or
okay.
how is there going to be oversight, or how does the commission integrate itself with the planning that's going on right now, especially since it's new?
Good question. So the PD function is the PD function regardless. There's peace officers that are sworn are going to do what they have to do and uphold the laws of the parks, right? So that's not going to change. Schedules and times and rotations of that's something that's up for discussion, but we essentially, as staff, were able to help mold that and say these are the trouble times or the trouble areas or the areas that need the most time and attention, and they've made the accommodations based off of that. So I'd like to talk to the chief first before we have any type of official subcommittee. I know they wouldn't be opposed to presenting to the commission here and talking about their successes and their challenges. I don't think that'd be an issue, not to volunteer them, but they're very friendly and easy to work with. So I would start with that, to be honest with you, having maybe a presentation here so they could share what's going on. And behind the scenes, none of these subcommittees would probably be fitting for that. And if that's something the commission wanted, you guys could propose at the next commission meeting to agendize that, a new subcommittee. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Any other questions?
All right. Chairperson and members of the commission, our last item for me actually is Land Water Conservation Fund grant application. So at the last City Council meeting, we went to City Council to get authorization to apply for this State of California Land Water Conservation Fund program. They're currently accepting applications for development of current and new outdoor recreation opportunities. So with all of our things, we just go back to our park master plan. That's the guiding document for our department in terms of development. And we looked at City Park and kind of taking different areas within the park. The total or the max on that, I'm gonna look to Lori. What was the max on the grant? $1.5 million is the max you could do. So we have a park master plan that says we need $110 million worth of improvements across all parks. So like we took the dog park and we took the City Park baseball field and elements of the master plan. we're taking that here for City Park as well. So the concept is the area right across the street from the baseball field, the picnic shelter, the Boy Scout area, to kind of redo that asphalt area and make it a little bit more appeasing and redo that picnic shelter. So we're going to apply for the entire amount of $1.5 million. It does require a match of city funds, which we'll use our regional parks money and some other grant money to provide the match. But part of that project, because it has to have new, not just fix what's there, but to have new amenities, we're going to renovate the picnic shelter like I mentioned, and then install a new kind of outdoor futsal field, so permanent for like soccer. And that's the concept of what we're looking to apply for. Obviously, it's competitive, and those things are scored. And this is one of the grants that the state looks at first and makes recommendations to the federal after they select the California choices. So that's real basic nutshell of it. I know our applications are due here in a couple weeks, and staff here are working very hard on that. So if there's any questions specific about this grant, I can take them at this time.
Sure, I have a couple of questions. There's a match or a costing match here. So we're applying for 1.5 million and the city needs to come up with 1.5 million?
So the total project is 1.5, so the city is 750,000.
Okay,
Correct.
thank you.
Oh, look at that. Just for me, it stopped. All right, thank you very much. Good evening, Chairperson Lovano, members of the commission. I'm happy to present on some of our current and upcoming programs and special events. Starting with summer concerts at the park, we are approaching week 6 of 8. We host those every Wednesday at City Park at the Bandshell. I've certainly seen a few of you and appreciate you guys coming out to support our efforts. We've had an overwhelmingly positive response to the concerts coming back, and coupling that with some vendors and aspects from the previous night market that we hosted last year. So hopefully that is something we can continue to build on in the coming years. Those are held at 6:30, and live music begins at 7 p.m. and goes until 9. As part of that, we are also offering a free shuttle from 6 to 10 p.m. from City Hall to the event. Unfortunately, we've not received a lot of response to that, so if you are looking for easy access to the venue, we certainly recommend taking that as an option, as there is little to no wait for that. Our upcoming concert next Wednesday will be Metalachi, followed by Anything for Salinas, and we will finish off the series on August 6th with the Flux Capacitors. Moving on to Downtown Street Fest, which will, of course, be held next Saturday, July 26th. It will start at 3 p.m. and go until 10. That'll, of course, be along Whittier Boulevard between 4th and Montebello Boulevard. Entertainment on the main stage will include Plena Vista, Smooth Touch, and we'll finish with Bofaya. We will, of course, have food trucks, a beer garden, artisan and craft vendors, our kids zone, as we always do, and an additional community stage, along with additional DJ booths, just to make sure that we're providing entertainment throughout the venue and live music as well. We, again, have free parking and shuttle service available to and from Hollyfield Park, Montebello Intermediate School, and City Hall. So far, we're expecting these numbers to stay pretty much the same, as they are very similar to last year. We have 41 craft and information booths, 8 food booths, and 5 food trucks coming. So that will fill out the space nicely, and we hope that we can get a equally positive response at that event as well from the public. Are there any questions? I'm sorry, I didn't pause after the first one on the first 2 events that I covered. Okay. All right, moving on to Summer Aquatics. Of course, that takes place at George Hensel Aquatic Center. That will continue until August 30th. We have daily recreation swim available from 1 to 4 p.m. for a nominal fee. We are wrapping up session 3 of 6 for our swim lesson program, and that will continue until August 28th. We actually have registration opening up this Friday online for our upcoming swim session. Thus far, we've sold out for the most part with a few vacancies, and we try to backfill those with people on the wait list or who express interest after the fact. In addition to those programs, we have lap swim, our swim team, water polo, and aqua aerobics, which have all received positive feedback as well. And in addition to that facility, we also have our splash pads at Grant Ray Park and Potrero Heights operating daily, and those will continue a little bit closer to the fall. We'll actually wrap those up. We also hosted a movie night recently on the 14th of this month. We had about 80 people in attendance. I believe the movie shown was Inside Out 2. There's no charge for it. It gives the public an opportunity to come to the venue and have swim for free. get some free popcorn, decorations, just partake in a family-friendly, environment. And we have another one of those coming up on August 16th, and that will feature the Minecraft movie. The last time we met, I mentioned the summer food service program and our process of receiving approval for our application through the California Department of Education. We've since received that approval and opened up that program last month, so that will continue until August 8th. We've had a somewhat limited response to it in comparison to last year, and I'd be happy to present those final numbers when the program ends next month. But so far, City Park happens to be the busiest facility that we've received more regular attendance at. So far it's going very well. The staff have done a tremendous job of organizing that program and keeping good records and making sure that we are in full compliance with all the parameters of the program. But as I mentioned, I can provide a better report once that commences or concludes next month. And lastly, youth sports updates. So we just concluded with our youth soccer season. We had 241 kids in that program and 22 teams who were essentially sold out for that. Very positive response, and we concluded with sort of a informal award ceremony at that because we weren't receiving a lot of, interest in doing a big formal ceremony just in light of some of the things that were occurring, within the city and at our facilities. But we did have a good attendance in general for the program itself. We have our basketball season beginning in the coming weeks, with games expected to begin in the middle of August. We have 204 kids signed up for that program, which again puts us at capacity and 20 teams total. We will be hosting games at the gymnasium as well as Taylor Ranch, and then practices will be scattered throughout the city at the outdoor courts. And then in the process of getting all that ready, staff is also ready to open up our flag football program, which will have registration next Tuesday, the 22nd. With that, I would be happy to answer any questions.
I have a question.
Yeah, of course.
For those interested in the flag football program, do they contact the Office of Parks and Rec to apply to enroll for that, or?
Yes, I mean, they can contact us now. We would also direct them to the website to get more information on the program, age groups, fees, the included items, uniforms, things of that nature. But certainly they'd be welcome to walk into the office for registration or complete that online as well. So they'd be welcome to do either one. We do encourage people to sign up early as our programs will typically fill up.
Okay, thank you.
I do have a question for the registration for the sports. Are there any fee waivers or anything that like discounts for like siblings or something else?
We do have a process for that. I don't know, Lori, did you want to provide an update on that?
Yeah, so we will have our rec scholarship program again this fiscal year. So applications are available at the rec office, and that provides families either a 50% or 75% discount on any registration for like youth sports or any of our classes. They just need to provide some income documentation and must be Montebello residents. But once again, that application is available at our rec office for anyone to come in and pick up a packet to take a look at or to apply.
But in the future, is there a possibility that maybe people can make like donations towards that to assist, or you guys just do it based on that application?
The program Lori mentioned, the Rec Scholarship Program funded through CDBG, is specific to that. The city takes donations all the time. They kind of go to the general revenue for the city. If there's an intention behind it, say we want to sponsor X amount of kids, then that'll be up to us to implement. So yes, there's not like a bank account for like the youth sports program, right? Just kind of goes to the general fund revenue account. But if there's conditions tied to that donation, the city makes sure that we go through with that. We do have like sponsorship documentation that we could use for that. So it kind of case by case, we don't advertise that specifically. That answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
And my apologies for not mentioning this during the aquatics update, but we also have discounted lessons available. And I believe we've done this for the last few years through a grant program that allows us to do a 50% as well on registration costs for essentially entry-level swimmers, so for new swimmers. So the idea, of course, is to get kids in the water and learning to swim. So we've had, I believe we have up to $10,000 that we can provide to give those discounts out, and we utilized all of that.
All right, thank you guys for the updates. We appreciate it. We're going to move forward with Commissioner Oros. Does anyone have anything they want to share?
Chairperson, I would. So July marks Park and Recreation Appreciation Month. And I want to take the time to acknowledge and recognize the amazing work that our director and the team that we have here at our Parks and Recs Department do. Their dedication, their service to our community is like no other. I take pride in saying that we are the Parks and Recs Commission and we have such a great department. Obviously, it takes for us to attend one event to see that dedication that they have, right? Their service to our community is like none other, and I take pride in saying that we have the best Parks and Recs team in the entire region, and I don't say that lightly. It really is something that I take, not only myself and the commission, but our community takes pride in. We take pride in our police or fire departments, but our Parks and Recs department too. It really is the life of what makes our community what it is. Our park events, our programs, our sports. So, Director and to the team, thank you so much for your dedication and service.
Chairperson, do you mind, other than agreeing with Commissioner Jimenez that we have the best department? It is Parks Make Life Better Month with CPRS, and we don't have a council meeting, so we usually do a proclamation in July. But just to echo, not about myself, but what Commissioner Jimenez said, the team here makes it happen for sure. You guys get to see the events. There's tons of behind the scene. So I prepared to share all this at council, but like I said, there was no council meeting. So make sure everybody recognizes also the folks here that do the administrative work, all those grants and those things. That's Lori. She answered that about the grant scholarship program, but also she's going to work extra time to get that grant process done for the Land Water Conservation Fund. And then all of our administrative staff, so Liz and her team with Vanessa and everybody at the office makes all those things happen. So folks could come in and sign up, and they're there, they're on time. And we work with a bunch of people, a lot of people that just really care about their job and from the community, not just because they're from here. I'm from here, and some of our coordinators and supervisors are from here, and we love the community. But they actually care about what the work they do. They believe in recreation and what it could do for the community. So appreciate the sentiments. I want to give shout outs to everybody here, our assistant director, Veronica. Everybody just does a great job of caring about what they do, and that shows. So I'm proud to say that. So I appreciate the accolades given my way, but definitely give it to these folks here. Thank you.
Any other comments?
Sure. Well, I'd like to echo definitely what Commissioner Jimenez said, and I'm always astonished at all the things that happen and everything that's going on. My last event, I think I attended Memorial Day celebration, and it's just amazing to see City Park transformed and everyone come out and everyone just really, really enjoy the event. I've been able to partake in some lap swim, and just to see the smiles on the kids' faces and people playing in the water, it's amazing. And then because I'm so close to City Park, I'm watching everyone in the baseball field, and I take a little extra time going around the block, and everyone's enjoying it. And I know it's not always easy, and there's always challenges, but I always see a calm, steady leader in talking on the phone or giving some direction. And then I see frantic people run off and make things happen. And I'm just very, very proud to be a part of this commission, to be a part of the Montebello Parks and Rec. It's something that's very special to me. It's the one department in this city that I think really touches the community, like truly touches them on the shoulder, in the water, at a sporting event, offers them a concert in a park, all the different events I just mentioned. So I just want to say thank you very much. And then to my colleagues, I just want to say thank you very much for the I guess, the honor and the trust to serve as a vice chair. I appreciate the support, and thank you very much, and thank you.
Just to add to what Commissioner Carlin and Vice Chair Carlin and Commissioner Jimenez said, yeah, the times we've been there and we've seen you guys working, you guys look like a big family. The staff that's been here longer, they're helping the newer staff. Everybody looks like they're working in the team. The admin team, all you guys are out there too. You guys are not in the office. You guys are out there sweating, walking around, doing the hard work too. And that really personally inspires me to volunteer and to do other stuff and be in this commission because I see the hard work that you guys do. So thank you guys for everything you guys do. Also, I want to thank my fellow commissioners for nominating me as the chair. I want to reiterate that my commitment is here to the community, and I'm going to try to do my best or whatever I could do through this position. Thank you. At this moment, we're going to adjourn the meeting. Thank you.